Can you tell me what we use in second generation computers? Meenakshi.
Sisters.
Okay. Can you tell some advantages for this generation? Some, at least one.
They consume less energy.
Energy, yeah, electricity. Now we'll come to generation 3 was from the year 1965 to 1970. In this generation, we created circuit, a square silicon chip containing circuitry. So it can perform the function of hundreds of transistors, which is a big advantage of generation. It means that a single integrated circuit can perform the function that was performed by hundreds of transistors, which is a great advantage. And the advantages are also more compared to the first and second generation and the third generation. That is, it is more reliable than both, as silicon, and it is also found within reach. And it is cheap comparatively size and availability in the market. It less electricity. So these advantages this generation. Hope you're clear with the advantages, and I'll show the. This is an integrated circuit. It is an example for an integrated circuit. Okay. Can you tell me we use in the project in computer?
Integrated circuit.
Can you tell some
Integrated
advantages?
circuit. Less
I didn't
electricity.
hear you.
Less electricity. It is cheap. Cheap.
I can't.
It is cheap. 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 Is cheap.
I can't hear you. I'm sorry. Aditya, can you tell one advantage? Aditya, can you tell?
They use silicon chips. They were easy to find and they won't break easily.
Okay. Generation. Is the size of the screen and you convenience by tapping it, okay, if you can't see the screen properly. Generation 4. Generation from 1971 and it is still continuing. That means it's our generation. And in this generation, we are using microprocessor. I think you all are familiar with the word microprocessor. And microprocessor is a silicon chip containing CPU, which is part of the computer where all the processing of data takes place. And the first microprocessor is 4004 chip, which was invented by the Intel Corporation. Advanced in this case because still using it today. So the advantage are it is more faster, powerful, high data storage and processing capacity. Computers are more affordable and accessible. The market almost every month. It is available in schools, homes, offices, etc. Computer subjects are now offered not only to higher classes but also to lower classes for them to learn the basis of computer and maths, science, etc. These are some advantages. There are many more. These are some advantages of generation 4. And this pick is a processor that is our first microprocessor. I think you can see it. Microprocessor. And about the fourth generation. So can it be used in fourth generation?
Microprocessors.
Yes.
Microprocessors are faster, more efficient, powerful, and they could be bought by just about anybody.
Yes. Generation 5 is not completely, it is still under development, but of artificial intelligence. Intelligence is the ability of a computer system to act like human or to mimic human behavior. As I told you, this is not fully developed and it is still under development. You can also use some applications such as voice recognition even today. Parallel processors, which means many processors are grouped together, and superconductivity, where machines behave like humans, is helping to make artificial intelligence a reality. That's two devices where we use the concept of artificial intelligence. Nest Learning Thermostat is an example for that. I hope you. Uh, yeah, and the next is Amazon Echo Show, a voice recognition. These are two examples of artificial intelligence concept. And mm, about artificial intelligence, I mean, what it means, anyone. No one. Ashish, Dia, Adim, no one. Understand about artificial intelligence anything? Is that so? by artificial intelligence concept? Responding. Achyut, can you tell?
Artificial intelligence is like a software. We can give them inputs. They develop by like they upgrade themselves, and so they can help us in our work. Sometimes they become more intelligent than us.
Yeah, so this is my topic for today, and I'll just give you a brief explanation about this once more. So there are mainly 5 generations, excluding the zero generation. So I'll talk about the first generation, that will vacuum tubes. So computers with that needs an entire space to occupy, and it also produces a lot of heat, so that sometimes it get burned off quickly. And the first computers univac, and for we use transistors, which is a three-leg component. Size of the first by only 1/500 of the vacuum tube. These are like it's more reliable, and I consumed only less electricity, etc. And the third generation, where we used circuit, is a square silicon chip containing circuitry, and the advantages like it's small in size, stability is also more, and low cost, and the electricity produced less. And the fourth generation is a generation of microprocessor, and this is our generation, and we are using microprocessor too. And it is like a square silicon chip containing the CPU, which is a main part of our computer, where it processes all the data, making information. And 4004 chip is the first microprocessor, which was developed by Intel Corporation. And the advantages are like it's faster, the data storage capacity is high, and the speed is, and it is used as in teaching math, science, etc. And it is available easily, accessible to all. It is found even in home, offices, schools, etc. Generation. Now the fifth generation is a concept of artificial intelligence. This concept is not fully developed, but it is getting developed, and in future it may get fully developed. The concept of artificial intelligence means machines are behaving like humans. This is a real concept where machines or the computer system will behave or mimic human behavior. And I showed you some pictures of devices of exam. It is mainly parallel processing and superconductivity. And I told you this is not fully developed, but some sort of things like the voice recognition is still being used today. And that's about the generation of computer. I hope you like my class, everything, at least some concept of it. And that's all. Thank you.
Everyone unmute. Very, very good class, super performance. Gauri, what a sweet voice you have. Very good, very good explanation with pictures. And adding to that, one more thing I want to add. Do you know the Google Assistant? Google Assistant and the Chromecast device. We can examples of this generation. Okay, Gauri, that also we can add.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
ma'am.
So super performance. Now next comes our Ashut 5. Yes, Ashut. Start.
I hope you all can see me and listen to me. Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Okay, so today we will be learning operators in Python and what are the different types of operators. I'll tell you again. Today we will be learning about operators in Python and what are the different types of operators. First, all of you have a common doubt in your mind that is what are operators in daily life. First, we'll start talking about our daily life. We have a lift at our school, but we are not authorized to use that without an operator. And in the same way, we have cars, but without a driver, the car won't run. So for every machine, we need an operator. Similarly, in maths also we use operators such as the plus sign which is used to add, the negative sign that is used to subtract, and etc. Likewise, even in the Python programming language, we use operators. Now, we will first find what is the definition of an operator, and later we will move on to the different types of operators. Let me just share. Just a minute. Is it? Can you see the screen? Can you see the screen? Someone please answer.
Yes, yes.
Okay. About operators in Python. They are defined as symbols that are used to perform operations on operands. I'll repeat again. They are defined as symbols that are used to perform operations on operands. So before moving deeply into the definition, first all of us will have a common doubt. That is, what are operands? Let me tell you. In the mathematical problem, 65 divided by 5, we know this slash. It is the operator. It is used to divide the two numbers. So these two numbers on which the slash does the operation are called the operands. I'll repeat. The numbers or the elements on which an operator performs an operation are called the operands. Now, in 3 plus 2, can Elvina tell me what is the operands? What are the operands?
Operands, there will be two slash, which means two slash.
No. Operands are the numbers on which the operation is done. See here, 3 plus 2. This plus is the operator. It is used to perform the operation. 3 and 2 are the numbers on which the operation is performed. So 3 and 2 are called the operands. Okay? And similarly, in 3 into 2, it is called the operator, and this 3 and 2 are the operands. Now let's again come back to the definition. They are defined as symbols that are used to perform operations on operands. There are 7 types of operators. First, let us see which are they, and later we will go in detail to a few of them. First, arithmetic operators. From the name you can understand they are used to perform some calculations. We'll come to that in detail. Then relational operators, assignment operators used to assign some values. Logical operators, they take the input and do something logically and they gave us the output. Then bitwise operators, membership operators, and identity operators. So today, mainly we will be handling in arithmetic operators and relational operators. So can we move on to that? Hello, someone please respond. Arithmetic operators?
Yes.
Yes.
Arithmetic operators. They are used to perform arithmetic operations like addition, multiplication, division, etc. on the operands. So we all know in maths we use the plus sign to add, the slash to divide, etc. That is what is called arithmetic operator in Python. See, I have divided the arithmetic operators into two slides so you can easily understand. The plus sign is used to add 3, 2. That is the first operator. Second operator, the negative, it is used to subtract 3 minus 2. And the third is used to divide two numbers. Usually we use this symbol to represent division, but as we don't have that in our keyboard, we use a simple slash. So if you want to download if you want to divide 6 by 3, you just write 6 slash and then you write the 3. This is how you divide. And similarly, the star is used to multiply. In maths, when we write, we usually use something like an x. But here we need the x to type words and other things, so we use a star. If you want to multiply 3 by 2, see, this is how we do. 3 star 2. Now let us move on to the second portion of the arithmetic. In that, first is called, just today morning we learned modulus in maths. It was something like this, but different from the modulus that we are learning in Python. So you can just erase whatever you learned in maths class. You'll be learning a new modulus. So here what the modulus means is when you divide 5 by 2, yes, can somebody help me with completing this operation? Ashwin,
Hear you.
what should I write here? 5 divided by 2.
2,
2. So 2
1,
into 2 is 4
4, 1.
and you get 1 as the remainder. Simple thing. So here
Modulus 2.
modulus is used to return the remainder. See, Ashwin has told you. Modulus is used to return the remainder. In 5 divided by 2, the modulus is 1. See, we write the modulus in such a manner. And in output that we get is 1. It is simply because 1 is the remainder. And second comes floor division. What is a floor division? It is used to remove digits after the decimal point. For example, when you divide numbers like 10 divided by 3, you get like this 3.33, etc. So what the floor division does is it simply cancels out the decimal numbers and it just gives the whole number, that is 3. See, from 3.333, when we use floor division, we got a simple 3. That is what the floor division does. So for floor division, we must write 10, 2 slash and 3, and we will get the answer as 3 because all the decimal points are removed. Next, we come to the operation called operation used to perform raised to the power. Like in maths, we write 2 raised to 3. It is not very easy in the keyboard so that you can type 2 raised to 3. So in Python, what we do is type 2, then 2 stars, the stars that you use in multiplication. Use 2 of them and write 3. So what you get is 2 raised to 3. Similarly, when you type 5 star star 3, the output is 5 raised to 3. Simple. So we have learned arithmetic operators. Just a minute. So now we learn arithmetic operators. I'll again repeat. Arithmetic operators are used to perform arithmetic operations like addition, multiplication, division, etc. on the operands. Now again we are moving to another set of operators. They are called relational or comparison operators. From the name, you can easily understand they are used to compare the values of the input. Now, when this first one is equal to, it returns the value as true if A is equal to B. In simple words, if you enter A as 3 and you give B as 3, give A equal to B, then you will get the value as true because the value given to A is same as the value given to B. And similarly, under that you can find this, not equal to. It returns true if A is not equal to B. For example, A can be taken as 3 and B can be taken as 4. And now if we type this, we will be getting true because the value assigned to A is 3 and value assigned to B is 4. They are not equal. So simply we also know it is not. It is true. We know that A is not equal to B. And in greater than, if you give A as 8 and B as 4, and if you give A greater than, then it returns true because we know 8 is greater than 4. So hence A is greater than 4. Hence we will get the output as true. And below that, greater than or equal to, we give the value of A as 8, B as 4. When you give such an operator, you will receive true because here there is a clause. Returns true if A is greater than B. Here A is 8 and B is 4. A is greater than 4. Hence, we will get it as true. Similarly, in the same example, if we use A as 8 and B also as 8, it returns true because it is told to return true if A is equal to B. See, it is told to return true if A is greater than B or A is equal to B. In the first case, we saw A was greater than B, and now we are seeing A is equal to B. So it gives us true. And below that, you can find return true if A is less than B. Let us simply think like A is equal to 4 and B is equal to 8. And it returns true if A is smaller than B. We have given B as 8 and we have given A as 4. So A will be smaller than B. It returns true. And here let us take A as 4 and B as 8. Here there is a clause, return true if A is less than B. See, here A is less than B, hence it returns true. And we can take another example where A is equal to 4 and B is also equal to 4. Then even then we will get true because there is another clause in this operator which tells us return true if A is equal to B. So we can use it for two operations simultaneously. This one and this one. Now we are coming to the end of this session and I will like to quickly summarize what we discussed. We discuss what is an operator in simple terms. Then what is the definition of operators? Operators are defined as symbols that are used to perform operations on operands. Raj, can you just read the different types of operators shown on the screen? Amalraj?
Operators. Assignment operators,
No, the first
logical
one.
operators.
From the first. I couldn't hear you.
Arithmetic operators.
Yeah. Okay, continue. Continue. Aditya, can you read it for me? Aditya Raj.
Arithmetic operators, relational
Okay.
operators, assignment operators, logical operators, bitwise operators, membership operators, identity operators.
So Aditya, which were the two operators that we learned in detail today?
Arithmetic operators and relational operators.
Yeah. Today we learned arithmetic operators and relational operators in detail. Arithmetic operators are simply the operators that are used to perform arithmetic calculations like addition, multiplication, etc. And we also saw the different kinds of arithmetic operators, the plus, minus, division, modulus, etc. And we also talked about their function. Now let us come to relational or comparison operators. They are used to compare the values of the inputs. It's a very tricky one, and we also learned about them. Two equals, then the greater than or equal to. We learned all this. Thank you. Now we are coming to the end of this session. I would like to thank all my teachers and for this Teachers Day, and also I'm very happy that I got a chance to present the class today. Thank you.
Everyone unmute. Give a applause for Ashil. What an amazing class, Ashil. Thank you so much. So, both of you performed very well. Okay, thank you so much. And next time, others also should perform in this way. You have to ask questions. For direct class, eye contact, everything. Okay, thank you. Well, it's time. Bye bye.